Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today is your June 2017 month ahead reading, and I am using for your reading, darlings, the Radiant White Tarot deck for this. I bought this, I've got another one of these decks, but they get ever so mucky after a bit. It does your head in, that's like all the sides come off and everything. So I bought another deck. Got so many tarot decks. For your love reading, guys, you'd have seen I use the pictorial key, but I love cards with pictures. Most cards that I buy are derivatives of the Rider-Waite's anyway, because I love them. Right, let's get comfy. Probably be back on screen next month. We'll see. We'll see. We might trial just a couple of months just showing you the cards or something. I'm quite enjoying it, doing it this way. There's no then pressure to have to do my hair and my makeup and bullshit like that. And I can't. Sometimes I just can't be bothered. And I don't. I'd rather just sit back and show you the cards. I mean, I think I'm just going to alternate, showing you the cards one month, showing you me one month, cards one month, me 1 month. I think that's a fair trade-off, isn't it? Anyway, we're going to have a look what's coming in generally for Scorpio in the month of June. Universe, Spirit, dear Father in heaven, angels, help me with this reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Guide me in the right direction. What's coming in for Scorpio? Show me Scorpio. My mind is completely clear. I need to see Scorpio. Show me Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of June 2017. Show me Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of June 2017. I'll say it one more time. Dear Universe, dear angels, dear Lord, please just speak through me what's happening with Scorpio in the month of June 2017. My mind is a complete canvas. Just colour the reading on my mind for me, please, through the cards. Show me what's coming in for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of June 2017. Show me. Ugh. Well, a card flipped out, but I can't put it there, so I'm just going to put it back in randomly. I'm afraid. I haven't even looked. Let me have a quick look. Okay, so didn't quite fall out. It just sort of... Right. Let's split the deck into three. Some of you might come back. So usually, if cards kind of flick out, I always put them back in, basically, because that's the way the universe wanted it to be. I learned that from a reader ages ago. Anyway, so we've split the deck. We've put it back together. We're going to take the first layer out. Right, the focus for the month is the Empress. Some of you guys, it might be a mother figure, maternal figure. That's what Empresses are. Some of you guys, this is the focus for the whole month as well, is the Empress. For some of you guys, it might be female problems. If you're a female watching this, Empresses can show up when you've got things like, you know, internal issues going on, periods, that type of thing. Empresses also show up when you're looking at pregnancy. So some of you guys, the focus for the month might be on something like pregnancy. However, the Empress, in the greater scope of the meaning of the card, Scorpio, is all about... Because threes represent new beginnings, right? So when you get the number 3 cards, every card up until the number 10, up until the Wheel of Fortune, is rules a pip, okay? So the Empress will rule... Magician will rule the number... an ace. High Priestess will rule the 2s. Sorry, what am I saying? I do apologise, no. Magicians rule the aces, yeah. Sorry. High Priestesses rule number 2s. Empresses rule 3s. Emperors rule 4s. Hierophants rule the 5s. Lovers rule the 6s. Chariot the 7s. Strength the 8th. Hermit the 9th. And Wheel of Fortune the 10th, because it's the changing cycle. So up until the 10th major, you've got those cards that rule all of the pips. This is the number 3 pip. And while we look at the Empress as being really the start of something that is building, is because Empresses are maternal figures, they're mothering figures, they're nurturing figures. You know, they give birth, they bring a child into the world. They're mothers. That's what mothers do. So when you get an Empress or any number 3, for example, a 3 of Wands, often this is not about waiting. It can be, because the Empress, besides the idea of nurturing within the tarot, Scorpio, the Empress is also a card that suggests somebody is waiting for something because it's childbirth. A woman has to wait 9 months, and sometimes when a woman gets up to... I've never been, you know, I've been pregnant, but I've never had a child. I know that a lot of women will complain. My twin sister, when it got to her 9th month of pregnancy with my little niece, she's not so little now, she's like a big giraffe. She's 16, she's tall. But anyway, she's so cute. When she was, you know, when she was being born, when she was in the womb, you know, my twin was like, oh man, I'm knackered, 9 months. And sometimes the Empress can mean that you're exhausted, or it can mean that you're tired of waiting. Because it is a waiting card sometimes, okay, when you get an Empress. Okay, so it can represent the need to wait and the need to be patient, because this is being patient for something to be born. It's very complicated is tarot a lot of the time, because also the Empress is about the building of something, nurturing it, watching it grow. It's about projects that we bring into existence and nurturing them and working on them and watching them grow. And, you know, this is also the card that represents, you know, prosperity and abundance and new love and attraction and beauty. It's also the card that represents spending too much money or indulging in far too much luxurious stuff, like buying new clothes or having plastic surgery, for example, or buying makeup, for example, you know, or just focusing completely on the external. So I think for the month of June so far, your focus, perhaps for some of you guys, it could be with the Empress, a person, somebody important in your life, a mother figure. For some of you guys, it might be on improving your external looks, for example, with the Empress. For some of you guys, it might be on a pregnancy with, you know, I could go around the houses with all of the explanations that show up for the Empress. But really the embodiment of the card is about abundance, prosperity and wealth, and something that flourishes. So this might be what the focus for the month is, and this is the focus for the whole month, is this Empress energy. What is your challenge for the month? So the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords being your challenge for the month. Four of Swords is about pause. It's also about healing. Okay, so we can look at it in several ways, I suppose. Suppose if the challenge for the month is about laying low and healing, it might be, because this is the crossing card, that the focus for the month, especially, it's a difficult one because they're at two different ends of the spectrum. One is a very active energy. Can be, well, let me put it this way. Empress is two ways. It can be about being very active if you're creating something, but it can also be about being very passive if you're waiting for something. It represents both, to be active and to be passive. The Four of Swords being your challenge for the month, it might mean that there is a little bit of a waiting time here, okay, which is why the focus for the month is on the Empress. Possibly patience with this card as well, okay. The Four of Swords isn't a card that represents it being time. Not unless you've healed. Sometimes this represents a bed. Sometimes this represents sickness. Sometimes this represents it's not time to take action until you've thought about what's going on, until you've found a solution. Sometimes this is the card about meditation, for example. Some of you guys, it might be that you're contemplating something like plastic surgery. Cosmetic surgery with the Four of Swords, which is why the focus for the month is the Empress. This can easily be a surgical card, a card about being in a hospital bed, for example. Card about surgery. It's filled with the swords. Swords mean surgery as well. They're tools used to cut. So for some of you guys, it might be the focus, you know, the challenge or the help for the month, or however you want to see it. You know, the challenge for the month might be this Four of Swords, where you're lying on your back, hospital bed, for example. It might be that's why the focus is the Empress. Maybe taking time to look at your own self-value, to pamper yourself, to look after yourself. For some of you guys, it might be the help, could be the help for the month is taking a break. Four of Swords often means to take a break, Scorpio. In which the focus for the month then, as a result of taking a break, this is the crossing card that influences what's going on here. If you guys are focusing on taking a break, it could be, you know, and it could be, you know, enforced break. It doesn't have to be in the reverse either. It could just be an enforced break, something that, you know, not even enforced, but just something that happens, something that you can't help. You can't do anything about it. So it might be for the month of June, your challenge is rest with this Four of Swords, which then, in turn, the focus for the month will be on the Empress. And that is really kind of working on yourself. Maybe if there is a break that you're taking, it gives you a chance to kind of develop something, maybe, in the month of June 2017, Scorpio. What's the root issue, though, down here? Well, you've got the Seven of Swords being the reason for the Empress in the centre of the reading. Now, the Seven of Swords could mean a deception, because it does. This is what Seven of Swords means. Seven of Swords mean when you've been deceived. It might be the challenges that taking a break, pause from this deception here. Maybe the fact that somebody has deceived you here has given you a chance, in the focus for the month being the Empress, to focus on one's own evaluation, one's own growth, one's own, you know, beauty, whatever the case is. The Empress is not just a card about beauty, it's also about self-reflection. Not so much inner reflection, but it can be. But I feel that the Empress is more about, you know, you've already gone through the state of self-reflection with the High Priestess. it's the Empress where the work starts. So if there's been, you know, some of you guys, it might be the root issue with the Seven of Swords. It doesn't have to be deception. It can also mean cunning and planning. So some of you guys, the root issue for the month might be that you've been planning something here. And as a result of those plans, you might be putting things into action now with the Empress card, starting to develop this thing. In which your challenge will be, well, maybe the challenge is you don't get a lot of rest with that Four of Swords. We can also look at it that way. Seven of Swords doesn't always mean an external deception from people. Sometimes this means that you're going to need to be clever. And you're going to need to be, you know, you're going to need to put some very good planning into a situation. So for some of you guys, it might be the root issue is that you're planning something here. With this Seven of Swords energy showing here. In which it's in, because this is the card for the whole month. So this is what you're dealing with the whole month long with this Empress. This is the Empress here. So it might be with the Seven of Swords, the root issue is that you've been planning. And as a result of that, the focus now is putting this thing, launching whatever this is with the Empress. Remember, number 3 is launch. They start the process, because remember, you've got that Magician first. The Magician is the card about mental intentions. It's about creating things, but usually in the mind. They're very rarely physical manifestations with an Emperor, with a Magician card. You take those plans, those ideas to the High Priestess, who sorts through all the data. She's like the PA, sorts through what everybody's doing, then she hands it over to the Empress, who actually starts to manifest. So really the Empress starts to show, because it's pregnancy. You see when this thing starts to bloom, you see when the baby starts to grow. So you're actually seeing the physical manifestation. And this Empress for me is all about physical manifestation in the present situation for the month of June 2017, Scorpio. So I feel that there is a physical manifestation going on here, in whatever capacity that is with the Empress energy, but that's because of the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, yes, it can be deceit, but it can also be where there has been a plan of action that's being put into place, in which we see it's starting to take shape in the month, because you've got the Empress. The Empresses take shape, they start to manifest, they start to show. What's coming as, what's the result of this Seven of Swords? Well, you've got the Six of Pentacles here. So as a result of this Seven of Swords, the root issue for the month being the Seven of Swords, I don't think that this is deception. I feel that this is more to do with careful planning. What we're still starting to see is what am I trying to say? So Six of Pentacles often means where we give and receive. I think you guys are receiving something here as a result of careful planning here. So this might be, you know, a project. Maybe some of you guys are receiving some form of, or you've received some form. It depends on how you want to read this. You could read this as distant past, recent past. But I choose to look at the whole reading of what's going on. If it's going to be a past thing, it will be going on from May now, maybe 2 weeks before that month begins. So there's been some careful plans being put into place here. You're starting to see, Six of Pentacles is also one of those cards that shows, because Pentacles are physical. They're the physical reality of the situation. So when you get a Six of Pentacles, this is receiving something. This is receiving a physical thing. So it's a gift. It's money. It's time. It's, you know, it can be advice as well. But this would be the card that if you went to the doctors and you asked for help, the Six of Pentacles would show up, you know. If you were going for a bank loan, your Six of Pentacles, and you wanted to know if you're going to get a bank loan, and that came out, it should be telling you that you will get that bank loan, because it shows you're receiving some money, receiving funds. So as a result of careful planning, what we're seeing is results starting to take shape, because you can see the results in the person being given money here. The best case scenario for you guys in the month of June 2017, so the most likely outcome for the month though is the Moon. So the Moon represents to me a lack of clarity. Whenever I see this card, yes, it can be dreams, it can be, you know, having some very strong intuition on a situation is the Moon card. It can also represent, you know, not knowing what's going on, hidden enemies. But we do have a Seven of Swords as being the root issue here, though. That's the problem. And the crowning thoughts around that are showing as the Moon. So this must be something hidden. This must be an enemy maybe here. Okay? Sometimes you get Seven of Swords and the Empress. This is somebody who could be jealous of your beauty. The Seven of Swords can show jealousy as well, because it shows somebody who's being sneaky. Alright? So the root issue might be that somebody was being sneaky here. And as a result of that, you've got the Six of Pentacles. Maybe as a result of somebody's sneakiness, you guys experienced some form of unfair or unbalanced energy going on here. In which it could be with the Moon card. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe there is a For some of you guys, you're thinking, I don't know what's going on here. Then maybe there is a lack of clarity. This can also show hidden enemies. We'll put all the cards together anyway as we go along. But it's interesting that we should have the root issue being the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, a card of deception, and the crowning area, the best case scenario is the Moon, lack of clarity. Might also be sometimes Seven of Swords and this Moon card remind me of people, somebody that's hiding something. Somebody who's being very deceptive. Because both cards represent deception and secrets. Okay? And you're dealing for the month with an Empress. Let's see how this unfolds. The mid-month should show the King of Cups. This could be a water sign person around you guys. This could also be yourselves. This card usually shows up when you're going to need to keep your head in a crisis. Where are you guys at the moment? You're the Eight of Wands. Okay, so Scorpio, I feel, is being very, very proactive. Why are you being proactive? Possibly there's been something of a deception. So maybe you're clearing up something here. It says that the Eight of Wands is you. So this is Scorpio. I think you're being very proactive. The external environment could also show lots of communication. But the Eight of Wands, if in the you now position, you show as the Eight of Wands. And that's people who are very proactive, very busy, very active energy. You're not sitting on your laurels. You're being very busy. So I think that you're being very busy here. Okay? It could be because the root issue is this Seven of Swords. Maybe there's been some form of a deception here. Maybe you've had something taken from you in which the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, this to me seems like theft. Theft of finances or theft of earnings or theft of something that was given. This looks like theft to me with both cards here. And there seems to be uncertainty around it. But I feel that you're keeping your head in a crisis, guys, in the month of June 2017. You got this King of Cups. Could be another water sign, but it could also be the need for Scorpio to keep its head in a crisis. Coming in is the Queen of Swords. So some of you guys, it could be that you're going to experience a Libra energy around you. It could be that you're going to experience Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it could be that you're going to experience not a very nice individual, but it could also be that you're going to be experiencing being very, very hurt because you've got this King of Cups showing up here. It might be that there is a person around you in the mid-month. It might be that you get hurt as a result of that person, but it could also be you guys trying to keep your head in a crisis, trying to keep yourself emotionally together with this King of Cups energy, in which what you're experiencing is hurt. Because the Queen of Swords represents hurt, but also the need to cut certain things or people out. Also the need to be quite tunnel visioned is what I've found with this Queen. Your hopes for the month, Scorpio, will be the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about a breakthrough. Usually it's a breakthrough, mental and spiritual breakthrough. So for some, or the truth. Especially if you found that somebody has been lying to you with that Seven of Swords. Okay? So the root issue is this Seven of Swords, in which your focus for the month will be on an Empress. How does that figure though? Because you've got the root issue, especially if this is the root issue is deception. As a result of this, the focus for the month, what you're going to be dealing all month with is an Empress. This might be another individual. Maybe the Seven of Swords, it resulted in money being taken, because Six of Pentacles represents not just receiving money, but having to give it away. So it could be there was a deception in which money was taken, potentially, with that Six of Pentacles. And maybe the best case scenario right now is that in June there'll be a lack of clarity around this. We don't really know how this is going to end up. Could be that with the King of Cups, you're going to need to keep your head. Could be a person, but it could also be you're going to need to keep your head in a crisis. Could be that you get a female lawyer on the case, for example, that is the Queen of Swords, or it could be that what you're going to be experiencing is possibly some internalised anger as well, which is what I usually find with the Queen of Swords. Your hopes will be that the problem will be sorted out because you've got an Ace of Swords showing here, and the outcome shows the Page of Pentacles. Well, I feel that, you know, Queen of Swords usually shows internalised anger as well, and it usually shows the need to make a big decision, in which you have this Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, you know, represents small changes, or, you know, small developments, for example, because it holds one pentacle. So it might be that there is a small development here in the overall outcome with this Page of Pentacles. We're going to get the other cards and see what they are amounting to within the reading. We're going to see why your focus for the month is the Empress. Why is Scorpio's focus for the month of June the Empress? Why is Scorpio's focus for the month the Empress in June? Where are we? Okay, that was the wrong way around. because of the High Priestess. I think this is somebody else you guys are dealing with. The High Priestess usually represents a secretive woman. Okay? I don't think this is about growth with the Empress here. I think it's because of an individual. High Priestess usually, she's not in the reverse, but she shows us maybe a secret potentially here. So it might be that you're dealing with an Empress here because there's a secret. Maybe because the High Priestess represents secret knowledge. So it might be, usually I wouldn't say a High Priestess shows a secret, not often. Not unless other cards are telling you that, you know, afterwards what that secret is. But I feel that you're dealing with an Empress because of the High Priestess. And I think that this was a secret. So I feel that you're dealing with somebody, finally, who comes forward. And there's been a secret maybe around that person with this High Priestess. Remember, with the Empress shows and the High Priestess conceals. So this person is showing themselves, I feel, because there was a concealment going on around this person here, Scorpio. And let's have a look why the root issue for that is the Seven of Swords. Why is the root issue for the Seven of Swords for Scorpio, for this situation in the month of June? Show me. Well, it seems there was a deception here, and that's because of the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles usually shows maybe an opportunity, okay, was given to someone. So it's telling me so far that there was a deception. It seems to have been around some form of, I don't know whether this is money. Ace of Pentacles isn't always money, but sometimes this is an opportunity that was presented. Maybe there was a secret opportunity presented to someone. And as a result of that, the focus will be on this person here that has been concealed. It looks like there was a secret. You've got Seven of Swords, it shows a deception. That deception, I've asked why we've got this deception. Why do we have the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords was because of, and I'm going to treat that as this is a deceptive situation that had been going on. I think it's because an opportunity was presented to this person. I'm going to see why you guys are the Eight of Wands. Why is Scorpio the Eight of Wands in the month of June 2017? Why is Scorpio the Eight of Wands in the month of June 2017? Because of justice. I feel that you're proactive here because you made a big decision to be so. It says that you are the Eight of Wands, and this is you. You're showing us the Eight of Wands. You're showing us very proactive, very, very busy people, and I feel that that's because of justice. You either decided to close down a situation, or you might have just decided, made a big decision, actually I'm going to, you know, be very, very busy. That might be because the root issue is there was a deception here, the Seven of Swords. We'll read it two ways. Could be that you decided that you're going to get just really, really busy around the situation. It could be because there was a big deception going on here. Could have been around, you know, an offer being presented maybe to someone else. Because it's showing that as a result of this, your focus for the month is on another woman, an Empress. Why is your focus that? Because of the High Priestess. This person might have been secret for a long time. So maybe this is to do with somebody, some of you guys are involved in. Maybe this person was presented with an opportunity. And maybe you didn't know about that not until the month of June or just before then, okay? Maybe you've decided to be very, very busy here, just to ignore it, just to shut down. Because justice means you get your answer as well. So maybe you've decided to be very, very busy. You're very, very busy with that Eight of Wands. Could be because of justice. Well, I've just decided to close down this situation. I've got my answer. Justice usually means when you've been, doesn't mean that you've been rewarded for good. And it doesn't mean that you're being rewarded for bad. It can mean anything. Justice is justice. Justice is whatever it is that you get that you need at the time. All right, this is a card that represents universe. It's not always a legal card. Sometimes this is simply from the universe. So I feel that you guys, it might be with the Eight of Wands. It also might be that you're engaging in lots of communication as well. Not just being busy, but Eight of Wands means lots of communication. Usually this is communication via, for example, the internet or text messages, for example. So some of you guys, you might actually, with that Eight of Wands, be engaging in lots and lots of communication here, possibly with justice, because something you found out, for example. Justice means results in the tarot as well. So it might be that you're engaging in lots of communication, Scorpio, because of some results, information you found out with the Justice card. And that could be because the root issue is there was a deception here. What was that deception on? Was it on money? Could have been around money. Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Swords could be theft of money, for example. Somebody was thieving your cash. Could also be Seven of Swords. Well, there was a deception here. And it could be because an opportunity, you can see an opportunity is being handed with the Ace of Pentacles. opportunity was being handed out. So it might be that there was a deceptive situation either around money or something, or an opportunity that was presented maybe. But this opportunity probably wasn't to you. And as a result of that, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles in the recent past for Scorpio? Why do we have the Six of Pentacles in the recent past? Because of the Two of Swords. Let me just think about that one. It's turning out to be quite an interesting but intricate reading. You know, I feel that there was a deception going on here. Could have been around money, but it can also be the Seven of Swords is a deception. Maybe there was an offer made to someone else. And as a result of that, you've got somebody giving. Now, you've got two people on this card, okay? This person here, the merchant, gives to one but doesn't give to the other. And that's because of the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords often represents a stagnant or a difficult situation, or somebody who finds it difficult to make up their mind. So it might mean that this person decided to give someone other than Scorpio a chance because of the Two of Swords. Maybe there was some blockage between you and someone else. Two of Swords also means to be blocked. He does have the Two Swords here because it can mean that somebody was in two minds. But it might mean that this person decided to make, you know, they had the power perhaps to make a decision because they were in two minds. Could have been between you and somebody else, and they decided to give the third party an opportunity rather than Scorpio. Which is why your challenge for the month is the Four of Swords. Let's see why your challenge for the month is the Four of Swords. And the Page of Wands. It might be for some of you guys, your challenge is taking a break. Four of Swords from perhaps communication with this individual. Because Four of Swords means to take a break, means to take a pause, and the Page of Wands is often communication. So some of you guys might be taking a pause from communicating with a particular individual here, which is why your focus for the month, this is the crowning area through which we see the present situation, the focus for the month occurring. Your focus will be on this Empress. Some of you guys, it might actually be that your focus for the month is on you. These are actually sisters in the tarot, because you get High Priestess first and then Empress. So, you know, we could say actually that this isn't another person. This might be the focus is entirely on Scorpio. You're the Empress here, and that's because of the High Priestess. High Priestess also means to ignore or avoid. So it could be, it looks like it's shaping up in a way to be a reading that seems to be saying, Scorpio, that for the month of September 2017, the focus for the month will be the Empress. And we can easily say that maybe the Empress is Scorpio. You're going to be focusing on your own things, developing yourself, making yourself feel better. And it could be because of the Empress. Maybe the Empress says, so Empress is like the hermit. It tends to withdraw. Some of you guys might decide to withdraw. You might decide to ignore a situation. You might decide to try and develop yourself a little bit more spiritually. So it could say that, well, the focus for the month is on the Empress. Could be yourself. Doesn't have to be another person. Could definitely be Scorpio. You know, the focus of the month is on developing my own things, looking after myself, maybe eating more healthily, feeling better about myself, you know, getting my hair done, you know, makeup, you know, new suit, whatever the case might be, building my own business, concentrating on, you know, the garden, just concentrating on anything that you find to be peaceful and nice because of the High Priestess. Could be because of a secret you found out with the High Priestess. It could be the person why you decide. It's not that you're trying, it might be that some of you guys are trying to be better than someone else because they seem to have been given a chance rather than you. When you get Empresses, these Empresses tend to focus on the external, but also the nice, beautiful things in life, the things that are comfortable. So it might be that you guys are focusing on yourself, maybe because of another individual. The other individual would be the High Priestess. Maybe this is the secret that came out, because we are seeing a deception here. And that seems to be, I don't think this is money. It could be, because we've got money cards. But, you know, there seems to have been a deception because of an opportunity, Ace of Pentacles. And as a result of that, an opportunity was given to one person and not the other. Perhaps somebody was in a dilemma and they decided to go with someone else rather than you, Scorpio. And therefore, your challenge for the month is taking a pause, maybe from communicating with a certain person, because they've decided to go with one other person other than yourself. And as a result of that, what's happening is that you choose to focus the whole month on the Empress, and I think that this is you. And this could be because of the High Priestess. Maybe you're also going through some very, very small but significant changes that will take time. But it could also say to me that you'll be focusing on yourself with the Empress card, possibly because of the High Priestess, a secret that actually came to light with this energy here. Usually for me, the High Priestess in reverse would show the secret coming about, but this can also show a secret. There's a secret here. It also might be that you've decided to work on yourself because maybe there's a secret that you hold. High Priestesses can also show as Scorpio individuals. And your secret will be that you know what's going on here with a particular situation. The best case scenario is the moon. And let's have a look at why the moon is the best case scenario for the first 2 weeks of, or, you know, the beginning stages of June. Let's have a look why we've got the moon as the best case scenario for Scorpio. Because of the Nine of Cups. That's interesting. 2 contra cards. So the best case scenario is the moon. And that's because of the Nine of Cups. Now we know that the Nine of Cups is a happy card. Okay. We know that the Nine of Cups is a happy card. Is this Scorpio though? Or is this somebody else potentially? Because the moon is the best case, is the most likely outcome. And that's because of the Nine of Cups. Are you depressed? Are you drinking? Are some of you drinking? You get cards like moons with King of Cups, with Nine of Cups, those types of cards. Sometimes this can mean somebody is feeling quite depressed. And it could be drinking juice because you've got a lot of drink. If you've got 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, this is notoriously a happy card. But this is where somebody puts on a face. For example, you get 9 of Cups and 4 of Cups. It might be that somebody is feeling internally upset, but they're hiding it with a face, with the happiness of the 9 of Cups. So I feel that this is saying, you know, you might be trying to hide something here. All right, you might be hiding something. The best case, the most likely outcome is you guys are going to be hiding how much you feel or how hurt you might feel with this moon card. Possibly by, you know, the 9 of Cups putting on a brain face, saying everything's fine, but really hurting how you feel, you know, hiding how you feel. I feel that you're going to be hiding here. Could be drinking juice. It might be that, you know, the most likely outcome with the moon card is going through some real depression for some of you Scorpios. And that's because of the 9 of Cups. It might be drinking juice. It might be induced by alcohol. 9 of Cups is drink. For some of you guys, it might be with the moon that, you know, you're feeling down, but you're hiding it with this 9 of Cups. You might be putting on a brave face, even though you're feeling really upset with this moon energy here. For some of you guys, it might be that you're feeling really, really upset. The best case scenario is the moon. Emotional roller coaster. It could be because of a water sign individual. 9 of Cups can show another water sign individual that's doing this. And we do have a King of Cups. Let's have a look at why we've got a King of Cups in the second 2 weeks of June 2017 for Scorpios. Why do we have the King of Cups in the second 2 weeks of June 2017 for Scorpio? Show me. Because of the 7 of Wands. You know, this could be a water sign coming in. If any of you guys know of a water sign, a King of Cups, somebody like yourself, it might be that this person is around in the second 2 weeks or in the mid-month, June, because of the 7 of Wands. And this could be that you guys are defending this individual potentially. All right, because 7 of Wands shows somebody who's defending something here. All right, maybe this person comes in because they're trying to defend what they've done. King of Cups is defending. If I were to read this as maybe a combination, I would say a man is trying to defend his honour. All right, so it could easily be that there's somebody here, a water sign here, that's trying to defend what they're doing, for example. Okay, this might be another Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancerian. Okay, usually I read King of Cups as Scorpio or Cancer. Okay. It might also be that you, because you're Scorpio, you're putting up another wall. Scorpio, the problem with Scorpios, I love Scorpios, but the problem with them is that they do put up walls. So even when they're hurting, you know, I've got a dear sister of mine, and, you know, I wouldn't know whether she was hurting or not, because she hides it so well. She really, really hides it. She can be this lady a lot of the time. She hides a lot, and she can be this. Both High Priestess, 7 of Wands, they're the type of people that will hide how they're feeling. They'll go out there and they'll, you know, endure, and they'll do all the rest, but they won't show you how they feel. And that's the only thing that worries me about. It's one of the big things that worries me about Scorpios. They tend to hide a lot of shit. Could be that there is a person here in the second 2 weeks who's trying to defend what they've done. All right, so this can easily be 6 wands here can be the pointy fingers. She's saying, you did it, and this person, no, I didn't, no, I didn't, no, I didn't. So this can easily be a card that shows rejection or even denial. So it might be that there is a person here. This is either somebody, if they're a water sign that you're dealing with, Scorpio, and they're denying something here. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It might be somebody that you trusted, which is why they're coming up as a King of Cups. They seem to be denying something maybe here, potentially. This could also be you guys trying to keep your head in a crisis, okay? Or it might be that in the second 2 weeks, emotional awareness comes to you, a real awareness comes to you, that you might need to block this individual out with the Seven of Wands energy as well. Seven of Wands is multifaceted card again. What you'll experience is the Queen of Swords. Let's have a look at why you're going to experience this card coming in the following weeks in June. Why will Scorpio experience this Queen of Swords energy? Because of the world. Well, I feel that this will be a card about you guys cutting someone out. And when you get the World card, this is drawing something to a conclusion. This is coming to an idea from a higher perspective that you need to cut someone out. I think that you guys are going to get hard ass. I read this. When you get many queens and kings and shit like that in readings, you can't read all of them as being separate entities, okay? There's one king here, and I think that this is showing us this person. It's either showing us the person you're dealing with, or it's showing us you. Because you are water sign. It's not showing us another sign. It's showing us another water sign you're dealing with. Or it's you showing up here potentially. It doesn't have to be. It might be somebody with water sign qualities though. This could be because I think that somebody's done something to you here, Scorpio. That's what I think's going on here. I think you're putting a brave face on about it. Sorry, I had to get a drink. I think Scorpio is putting a brave face on a situation here. And I think it could be the case that within the you know, the second, you know, the mid-month, that this person here, if it's this person, they're not showing reversed or anything, but if it's this person that's hurt you, they'll come back and they'll try and defend their honour. They'll try and say, you know, no, I didn't, or they'll deny something. You can look at this Seven of Wands and you can see the fingers that are outreached, and this person's putting up their thing and they're kind of denying this. They're trying to fight these accusations. You know, within the tarot, you can't always read cards the way that, you know, you think that they are. So this can easily show that you are protecting something, defending something. This can also mean that you are, you know, this can easily show that you are, you know, trying to fight off enemies. But it can also show somebody who's probably being quite defensive. So it might say that in the second 2 weeks, King of Cups is very defensive. And this might be, if this is someone that you're dealing with that's done some shit to you, we do have that Seven of Swords going there. Could be that somebody took an opportunity here. Okay, but I think that there is, but you know, it's funny with the tarot. You've got to, it's in the way that you ask the question of tarot. So I'm asking why do we have this? And it's saying, well, we've got a deception here, the Seven of Swords, because of the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ace of Pentacles can mean that a situation has materialised, a situation has formed. It can also mean because of money, but it can also mean because it shows opportunities that are being presented. When you get the Ace of Pentacles, you'll know that an opportunity is being presented to someone. All right, so it might mean that somebody was being sneaky about presenting maybe an opportunity. And as a result of that, they may have presented this opportunity to a third party. Cards where you see threes on them, often it represents third parties. So it might be that this person presented an opportunity to a third party because they were in a bit of a dilemma. So I think that this is the person that's done this to Scorpio. Okay. Now, you guys might refrain from communicating with whoever this person is that's gone with somebody else, Scorpio. And that's why your focus will be on the Empress. Now, the Empress, yes, it could be somebody else. The focus is on the Empress here. Because of the High Priestess, maybe you want to find out more about who this person is. Could also be that your focus will possibly be on yourselves as the Empress, because the High Priestess also represents a woman who's deeply hurt. So it could be, well, your focus is on yourself because you're deeply hurt with the High Priestess. It could also be, you know, your focus is on the Empress because of the secret, the High Priestess. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Cards are multifaceted. You can't just go with one meaning on a card. It's fatal to do it. There's all sorts of ways that you can look at these cards. And therefore, the best case scenario is, some of you guys with the Moon, you might be feeling depressed or deeply hurt. Moon is another card for feeling deeply hurt in the tarot, but it might be with the Nine of Cups, you put on a brave face with this. Might be that you're feeling deeply hurt with the Moon card because there is a player. Nine of Cups often show up for player people. And this could be the player here who gave an opportunity to a third person because they were in a bit of a dilemma here. Okay? And it might be that you guys with the Eight of Wands are keeping very, very busy. Possibly because you found something out with the Justice card. The immediate future, this is either this person coming back and trying to defend what they've done. Or this could be you guys, Scorpio, blocking people out maybe with the Seven of Wands. If this person comes back and they try and defend what they've done, this could be you guys saying, fuck off. Queen of Swords is likely to say to get stuffed. Because now I have a higher perspective of what the hell the situation this was. You know, the World card also means to put a bubble around oneself, okay? So to put a protection device. You can see the ring around the individual here. So for some of you guys, I think this is you. You might seek to cut this person out because of the World. Ending of a cycle. You've decided to leave something alone. And also, if you put both cards together, it looks like a number 10. Ending of a cycle coming in here, I feel, for some of you guys and another individual here. Because I think somebody's hurt you. Because your hopes will be the Ace of Swords. Let's have a look at why your hopes are the Ace of Swords, Scorpio. Well, because of the Three of Swords. You want an ending. Ace of Swords. Okay, your hopes are to be done and dusted with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords often means a breakthrough. So it could be that for some of you guys, your hopes are to finally accept the truth. Possibly on a third-party situation. Could also be finally accept the truth because you've been hurt with the Three of Swords. And the outcome shows the Page of Pentacles. Why do we have the outcome as the Page of Pentacles for Scorpio in the month of June 2017? Why have we got the outcome as the Page of Pentacles for Scorpio in the month of June 2017? There you are, because of the Queen of Cups. Interesting. That's because of yourself as well. Queen of Cups is notoriously Scorpio, Cancer, individual. Usually, some people read her as Scorpio. I can read both. King of Cups, Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Cancer, individual. Well, it says that your overall outcome is the Page of Pentacles. Small developments, possibly in terms of your intuition. Okay, possibly in terms of emotional understanding of this situation here. I don't think that this is an investment in a relationship with someone. I feel that this is being done and dusted because I think that somebody's deceived you here. And I feel that there is an acceptance of this Scorpio. When we look at cards like the Eight of Wands, that represents to be busy and proactive. I'm asking why is Scorpio, because this is your area here. This is you. This position here represents who the person is and how they're approaching a situation. Now, the Eight of Wands can also show weapons that are thrown. So, some of you guys, it might be that you're attacking someone. Because the Eight of Wands often shows, it's not just about being busy and proactive. That's the general meaning of the card. But the other meaning of the Eight of Wands is to use words or ideas. Wands aren't so much words, but they're ideas and they're text messages. That's the type of thing they are. So you might use these type of, you know, I've often, when I used to work in that workplace, I used to say, how am I going to do today? And the cards would show me this. Eight of Wands and the High Priestess. Can you see what's going on there? Can you see how an attack, can you see that? This was how it would show. I'd say, how am I going to get on for today's work? So I was so worried going in. And there I was the High Priestess. Can you see what's going on? Can you see how weapons of attack are coming at her? But she's avoiding them. She's ignoring the attack. She's ignoring it. And lo and behold, I'd go into work that day and I would be attacked by a load of people. And I would just sit there and try and ignore it. So that's what the universe was telling me for that day. That's what I'm saying to you. So these can be used as weapons of attack. So some of you guys, it might be that you are being abusive, potentially, with the Eight of Wands. This is you. You're not the one being abused. You're the one probably being abusive. And that could be because of justice. Something you found out. Justice often shows up as the results of something, information that we find out. So it might be that you're being abusive because of because of justice. It might also be that you're running away. Eight of Wands can mean to flee because of something you found out. And what was it you found out? Well, the root issue is a deception. I asked, well, why do we have the Seven of Swords, a deception? Could be money, but it could also be that an opportunity was presented. Well, who presented the opportunity? Well, we see that there could have been, it could have been an earth sign. We do have an earth sign sitting here. Six of Pentacles guy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, potentially could be earth sign. Showing up here, presented an opportunity to a third party. Six of Pentacles can also show third party situations. Why did they present an opportunity? Possibly because they were in a bit of a dilemma, Two of Swords, and decided to go for somebody else instead of Scorpio. And as a result of that, Scorpio, you might decide, you know what, I'm just going to take a pause on communicating with this individual with that Page of Wands, because my focus will be, for the month, possibly on self-improvement of myself, the Empress. Well, I think that this isn't the person you're focused on. I think that if you're taking a break from communicating with someone, your focus for the month will be on improving yourself, possibly with the High Priestess, because you're going through a lot of hurt. Cards that show somebody going through hurt in the tarot often show as High Priestesses, Queen of Swords. This is why I think you guys will be focusing on yourself for the month, because you're going through some hurt here. And therefore, the best case scenario might be that you're deeply, deeply hurt with this Moon card, possibly a little bit depressed, but you might hide it with that Nine of Cups. Put on a brave face. The middle of the month might show it's either this person coming back and trying to defend themselves with the Seven of Wands, but it also might be you, King of Cups is usually Scorpio, that puts up some form of a blockage against the individual. Because what you'll experience is the need to cut this person out, because you're going to end a cycle with the world. You know that this is the best thing that you can do. Also, I often see the world as somebody who puts a protection advice around them. So it might be that you decide to cut this person out and completely block them off by putting a huge protection device around you, Scorpio, with that World card. And that's why your hopes are to finally overcome possibly a broken heart, Three of Swords. Could be with the Ace of Swords to finally have the truth on a third-party situation. It could also be with the Ace of Swords to sever ties with a third-party situation, or sever ties because you've been greatly hurt with that Three of Swords. And the outcome shows, I feel, the Page of Pentacles. Now, it could say, well, the outcome is another opportunity with the Page of Cups. This shows an opportunity or a proposal. Could come to you. It could come to you via that person. You decide to cut them out, but maybe they don't give up. Maybe they're still making an opportunity to you guys. Page of Pentacles shows an opportunity being made, and you can see two cards facing each other. Page of Pentacles is presenting a proposal to a Queen of Cups. So it might be the person that's done something to you guys is still there trying to make this proposal, potentially, Scorpio. Because you can see an opportunity is being presented to a Queen of Cups, Scorpio individual. Alright? Could also be that, well, the outcome is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the ability to look at a situation responsibly, because you're using your intuition with that Queen of Cups energy here. Okay? So I feel that, you know, whatever the case is, the ball seems to be in some of your courts for the month of June. And we could also say perhaps, you know, by you guys cutting somebody out here, that there is an opportunity for the Page of Cups, possibly with the Five of Swords, to get her own back. Five of Swords means to get your own back. It means to get revenge. It's a revenge card. So it might be that you cut somebody out, because we know what Scorpios are like as well. That if they're hurt, they'll use their sting in their tail. And I feel that the outcome shows, for some of you Scorpios, you might be looking at an opportunity, because this is you, opportunity for a lady to get her own back with the Five of Swords. So you guys might be looking to seek revenge. I would say don't bother seek revenge on this, okay? There's no point in it. I think somebody did deceive you. For some of you guys, this person will be back and they'll try and defend themselves, but you'll be like, nah. But the overall outcome is you might see a way, or you might think, well, if I cut them out, this is an opportunity for me to get my revenge on this individual here, okay? For some of you guys, it will be a case of, you know, maybe another opportunity will be presented to you, okay? Or maybe an opportunity presented to Scorpio causes jealousy, maybe with the Five of Swords. So it might be that somebody's jealous that you go off with someone else, who knows? For some of you guys, as I've said, you might be feeling that there is an opportunity to get your revenge. Five of Swords is classically a revenge card. And for some of you guys, it might just be, yeah, there is, you know, this person seeks an opportunity with the Queen of Cups. Possibly, but, you know, maybe this ends in severance with the Five of Swords, or Queen of, you know, Scorpio being kind of the one in control, whatever, however you want to read that combination. I feel that in a way Scorpio is kind of on top here. Or I feel that somebody does deceive you, in a way. I do feel that somebody deceives you, and I feel that you're going to block them out here. I think you're going to block them out, okay? Because I think that you've been deceived from an individual, and I don't think you're very happy about it. And then you've got this Ten of Swords afterwards as well. Okay, you know, this is revenge, but then the Ten of Swords would say painful. Revenge is, you know, possibly quite painful. You know, or, you know, somebody's, you know, put some conflict or that. There's some form of conflict here, and it's quite painful, you know. Somebody's been hurt. Five of Swords also shows to be hurt, and it's quite painful. You know, it might be that you guys here do put up a barrier here with the Seven of Wands, and that's why what's coming in is you will be so hurt that you will seek to cut this person out because of the world. Draw a conclusion, because what you want is the ending, possibly. Ace of Swords means an ending, possibly to this heartache, because of the heartache. Three of Swords, because of a three-way or a love triangle that maybe was going on somewhere. We've got deception here in the Six of Pentacles here, in which the overall outcome for Scorpio will be, you know, the Page of Pentacles. It might be that you're looking at this situation from a realistic standpoint with the Page of Pentacles, because you're using your intuition. That possibly Five of Swords can also be a cheating card. Shows somebody here, this person, Scorpio on the Five of Swords, is often the third part, not the third party, but you've got somebody winning out at the expense of two others, okay? So it might be that, you know, this energy here, this deceptive energy of the Five of Swords, you know, has led to the downfall, maybe with that Ten of Swords as well, of the relationship for some of you guys. Because I feel that you guys are speculating on this situation, especially if somebody comes back here and they're saying, you know, forgive me, or let me know, let me tell you what, let you understand what happened here. It might be the outcome is, well, you'll speculate, but your intuition will tell you that with the Five of Swords, this person took advantage, and it might be with the Ten of Swords, this is the ending of the relationship. Or the advantage that they took with the Five of Swords caused great pain to you with that Ten of Swords. So I feel either way, you guys aren't willing to give somebody another chance here, maybe in the month of June 2017, because I think that the hurt that maybe has been caused to Scorpio is of such greatness that I feel it might be something that's difficult to get over. Let's get your, what do we call it? Sorry, let's get your angel card showing here. Where have I put my angel cards? There they are. So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Scorpio for the month of June 2017? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio in the month of June 2017, show me? It says yes. It says, yes, there will be improving health. Just choose a new direction with those three cards. Okay, you will improve. There's just seemed to be something that's hurt some of you guys here to a great extent. We've got this nasty Five of Swords and Ten of Swords. Okay, nasty. Okay, it might be that some of you guys have given up with this Five of Swords because you are just, the wounds are too much to bear with the Ten of Swords. So some of you guys might speculate or think about, or, you know, think about, you know, where does this relationship go? But it might be that you use your intuition, or you try and... Queen of Cups can also be a card about healing. So some of you guys, it might be that your focus might be on trying to heal from a very combative situation that caused great, you know, pain with that Ten of Swords. It might be that you've speculated on the situation and your intuition tells you, well, the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is also about severance. Maybe I need to cut this person off because they've caused me a great deal of pain with that Ten of Swords. You can read it in all sorts of ways, these combinations. But, you know, the amount of swords that are showing up in the reading, yeah, and this, you know, the card of this Seven of Swords, the hurt, the pain, you know, all of this stuff that seems to be telling me that, you know, Seven of Wands, stuff like that, the secrecy cards as well, and the moon cards and everything. I think that some of you guys have been very hurt in a relationship here. And I think that, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to take time. But it's saying, yes, your health would improve, but you do need to choose a new direction going forward in terms of relationships. That is your reading, Scorpio, for the month of June 2017. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. And I hope to speak to you guys again in June. Take care.